to give up the comfort and the luxury to do something I don't have to do. And I so like the comfort and the luxury. I didn't have my own space in America. Very rarely did I find myself alone. It's not actually true. I did find myself alone quite a lot, especially towards the end, but it has been easy for me to want to be comfortable. Patty tried her best to make me comfortable. So did Justine. And I liked Justine's idea of comfortable. If the dog hadn't have been there for the first 6 months, if I hadn't have chosen to go into a living room experience with a jealous pit bull, always ready to interfere and interrupt my feeling, my action, my touch, my intention with Justine, until we were up top in the loft where the bed was, I allowed myself to go into that situation because I so wanted Justine. I so wanted to spend time with Justine, to do everything and anything with her. She was just my partner in crime. She was my Bonnie. I was her Clyde. Not from her perspective, until I told her about that feeling I had that day, but I had this feeling that we had been together in a previous life and that we were Bonnie and Clyde. What was interesting was, and I've told this before, is that the day that we actually split up for the first time turned out to be the very day Bonnie and Clyde died in real life, and I certainly did not know that. And the fact that, I'm sure I've talked about it, that it was Patty who brought it up. She happened to be searching, she happened to come across it. God knows why in that moment it would have mattered. It was just a passing thing that had been said many weeks before. And yet, the coincidence of that happening was, unmistakable. And it made me feel like that seeing what had been correct, whatever that meant. She was my partner, and I loved being around her, even though I really didn't want to do so many of the things that she loved to do. And yet, because I wanted to be with her, because physically we had connected and I was in love with her, and I was in love with this newness, and it was so simple. It was just downstairs. I didn't even have to leave the old building, and I still had my previous partner's friendship and would soon spend loads of time up there, and she would become my confidant about all the issues that would be happening. But I was so in love with this new existence, with new people, and she was just so smart and so witty and fast and capable. I just loved her. I could love her. I knew I could love her. I wanted to. Again, this kind of reminiscence. It's like it feels like letting go of past. They come to be released so that I don't have to carry this stuff. I don't have to think about it. I don't know what the future holds, and it's important that I don't fix on any specific idea of it. That's why it's so important to keep things in the present. That if I go to pack something, I do it and I feel good about that packing, because I know where that packing is leading, even though I'm not thinking about what I have to do afterwards. And I just take the stuff I am going to take, and I just very calmly and casually leave. I don't have to say goodbye to anybody. Nobody here who will notice my disappearing that way, or notice very quickly that I haven't come back, would worry. Nobody's going to worry, even if I haven't responded to a message. Now that Nicola can make the orders of things Mum might need, and she'll only update me when she has something to know on Monday, more than likely, I won't even be missed. No one would know that anything is different here, that I'm not here, that I'm somewhere else. And I like that. It's important. I'm truly free in that sense. I'm going somewhere where no one's expecting me, and I don't know who I'll find. I may find nobody familiar, and only pay money to stay somewhere where I am kind of, okay, I need to get back. I'm a bit feeling like I've made a strange decision, and I gave it a go, and I definitely enjoyed some of this, and I liked having the pasty again and all of that. I'll have those kind of thoughts, and then be on the train back. It's quite a journey from Paddington to Edgware, and then walking back from Edgware. I've done it before. I've walked to Edgware and back before. It's a long way, but I'll do that, because if that's what's happening, then that will be part of the return pilgrimage, to take up residence back in the place where Mum is still very much a part of the drama, that I'm still part of this. I'm part of the family. I should be here during these last times of Mum, and that it will all work out. But I'll have had a break. Strange things will have happened. It's up to me whether I even tell anybody. Maybe I only tell. Yeah, I'd have to wait though to be able to tell this. Well, you never know. I might get back and there may be a couple of days, a day even, an evening, a night. I would be able to. That's all I'd need, a night to tell the story of my adventure, and then decide later if I wanted to say anybody what happened. They would have no idea. Here, listen to this.